Some mornings the pressure starts before your eyes even open. You haven't moved yet, but your mind already has. It's walking through scenarios, preparing for conversations, bracing for bad news, rehearsing what might go wrong. Before your feet touch the floor, your heart's already racing to catch up with the weight of the day. And you feel it. That quiet voice inside whispering, "You better be ready. You better have a plan. You better not mess this up." Because life doesn't slow down. The meeting is still coming. The email still needs answering. The appointment, the confrontation, the deadline, the pressure. It's all still waiting. And somewhere in the middle of it, you carry this silent belief. If I don't take the lead, no one will. So you start trying to predict outcomes. You start rehearsing answers. You tighten your chest, raise your guard, and begin to prepare. Not from peace, but from panic. And yet, what if the most important thing today is not what you walk into, but who walked in before you? What if God has already gone ahead of you? What if the pressure to figure it all out was never yours to begin with? Because the truth is, you don't have to be the first one through the door. You don't have to be the first to speak, the first to solve, the first to understand. You don't have to lead. You just have to follow the one who does. God goes before you. He stands in rooms you haven't entered yet. He prepares conversations you haven't had yet. He softens hearts you don't even know are listening. He levels mountains before you ever see them rise. And when you believe that, your breath gets slower. Your posture softens. Your soul remembers. You're not the protector of your own peace. You're not the architect of every solution. You're not the only one holding this together. You are not alone at the starting line. God got there first. And he didn't just show up early to observe. He came to lead, to prepare, to make a way. So maybe this morning isn't about charging ahead. Maybe it's about slowing down enough to remember you are being led. You are being covered. You are being preceded by the one who never forgets, never fumbles, and never fails. Let today begin not with striving, but with surrender. Let today begin not with panic, but with peace. Let today begin not with pressure to control, but with confidence in the one who controls all things. You don't have to see the whole path. You just have to take one step behind the one who does. He's not behind you, trying to catch up. He's not beside you, waiting for you to figure it out. He's ahead, already there, already working. So let this morning begin here. Not with a checklist, not with a script, but with a whisper. God, if you're already there, I'll stop trying to get ahead, and I'll let you lead. There's something profoundly healing about realizing you don't have to be the first one through the fire, the first to enter the unknown, the first to face what makes your heart tremble. Because God has always gone first. He doesn't push you into things unprepared. He doesn't stand back and watch you figure it out. He goes before you, fully aware, fully present, and fully good. That's not a poetic idea. It's a promise. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." Read that again. The Lord himself. Not an angel, not a substitute, not just a sign. He himself. God doesn't outsource your protection. He doesn't delegate your care. He personally goes ahead, into the meeting, into the diagnosis, into the conversation, into the moment you're afraid of. And not only does he go before, he stays with you. He doesn't just prepare the place. He walks you into it. He stays at your side, and he promises, "I will never leave you." That means you can stop rehearsing worst-case scenarios. You can stop overthinking how you'll hold it all together. You can stop walking like you're alone, because you're not. Not now, not ever. Isaiah 45:2 says, "I will go before you and level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron." Let that settle in. Mountains leveled, gates broken, chains cut, obstacles removed before you even see them. That conversation you thought would destroy you? He's softening the heart already. That fear that felt like a mountain? He's flattening it under grace. That closed door? He's already holding the keys. God doesn't just walk ahead. He clears the way, not always by removing every difficulty, but by removing the fear that paralyzes you in front of it. And when you forget how close he really is, Psalm 139:5 whispers the truth again. You go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. He's not only in front of you, making the way. He's behind you, guarding your past. He's over you, covering you with favor. And he's within you, whispering, you are not walking alone. There is no space where you will arrive today that he hasn't already prepared. No moment that catches him off guard. No emotion you carry that he hasn't already made room for. So when fear says, you're not ready, you can answer with, but he already went ahead. And when doubt says, you're not enough, you can remember, I'm not going alone. Because this is not about your strength. It's about your surrender. It's about trusting that God doesn't just show up late to help. He's already there. He's already working. He's already made a way. So let the weight lift. Let the striving ease. Let your breath slow down. God is ahead, and he's waiting for you to follow. Some days it's not the doing that drains you. It's the not knowing. Not knowing how the meeting will go. Not knowing what the doctor will say. Not knowing how the person will respond. Not knowing if your heart can take another unexpected turn. You wake up with a quiet tension in your chest, a low hum of, what if? What if today brings something I can't handle? What if the door I'm praying for stays closed? What if the thing I've been dreading finally happens? You try to push past it. You tell yourself to be strong. You recite the facts. You rehearse your response. But underneath all the effort, there's a tired voice whispering, I just wish I didn't have to go first. And that's where the shift begins. Because you don't. You don't have to be the first one to walk into the unknown. You don't have to be the first one to speak, to act, to fix, to fight. You're not stepping into empty space. You're stepping into a moment God already entered. He was there before the meeting was scheduled. He saw the worry before it even had words. He's been working where your hands can't reach and preparing where your eyes can't yet see. That doesn't mean the fear is fake. It means it doesn't get the final say. You might still feel nervous, you might still walk into hard things, but now you walk with the quiet strength of someone who is not the first one through the fire. God is already in the room, already softening hearts, already opening doors, already placing angels in places you haven't yet arrived. So you don't have to spend the day bracing for what's next. You can move with trust instead of tension. You can breathe deep instead of rushing. You can sit still and say, God, I don't know what's coming, but I trust you already do. That email you're about to send, he's already preparing the person who will read it. That decision you're about to make, he's already opened and closed the right doors. That conversation you're scared to have, he's already present in the space between your words. You don't need to be flawless. You don't need to anticipate every possibility. You just need to follow. Sometimes we think faith means charging ahead with boldness, but often faith just means not running ahead of God. It means pausing, asking, listening, waiting for that quiet sense that says, now, step here. And when you do, peace follows. Not because the path is perfect, but because the one who walks it is. So today, let this be your posture. Not clenched fists, not racing thoughts, not tight control, but open hands, soft shoulders, eyes lifted. You don't have to lead the day. You just have to trust the one who does, and if your heart forgets midday, when things don't go the way you hoped, when unexpected things hit hard, return to this. God is still ahead of you, still leading, still clearing the path, still calling you forward, one step at a time. There's a strange kind of exhaustion that comes from carrying what you were never meant to carry. Trying to stay 5 steps ahead, trying to predict the twists in the road, trying to say the right things, feel the right feelings, respond the right way at the right time. It feels like control, but deep down, it's fear wearing a mask. Fear that says, if I don't anticipate everything, something will fall apart. If I don't lead, no one will protect me. If I don't stay ready, I'll be caught off guard. But here's the quiet truth your soul has been waiting to hear. You don't have to be the one in front anymore. You don't have to live braced. You don't have to keep scanning the horizon. You don't have to keep trying to be the protector of your own peace. Because the one who goes before you has already cleared what you can't see. He's already fought what you don't even know is coming. He's already positioned the right people, timed the right moment, and opened the right door. And now, he's inviting you to rest. Not rest from responsibility, but rest from the illusion that you're the one holding everything together. That's not your job. It never was. It belongs to God, and He's better at it than we are. He sees every detail. He works beyond the limits of time. He leads with kindness and strength. And when He says, "Let me go first," He's not taking power from you. He's giving peace to you. So how do you respond? You don't have to make a dramatic move. You don't need to feel something spiritual. You just start small. You breathe slower. You pray more honestly. You walk a little softer. You loosen your grip on what isn't yours to control. You say, "God, I won't run ahead today. I will walk behind you. I will follow, even when I don't understand, even when I feel weak, even when fear tries to speed me up again." And when it does, when fear tries to creep back in and demand answers, you can speak back with faith. God is already ahead. I don't have to panic. I just have to keep in step. Because this is what peace really is. Not the absence of hard things, but the presence of someone stronger than them all. This is where the striving stops, where the worry loses its voice, where the pace of heaven starts to shape the way you move through the day. Not rushed, not afraid, but anchored. Not because you know what's coming, but because you know who's already there. So lift your eyes, loosen your grip, let your steps slow down enough to feel the rhythm of trust again, and let God go first. Father, this morning I come to you without a script, without a plan, without the answers I wish I had. But I come with this, a quiet heart and a willingness to follow. Because I don't want to lead today, not without you. I don't want to charge into moments you never asked me to carry. I don't want to speak if you're asking me to listen. I don't want to solve what you've already gone ahead to handle. So I pause here before the day unfolds, before the noise starts, before I forget who actually leads my life. And I say it with everything in me. God, please go first. Go before me into every conversation. Go before me into every unknown. Go before me into every fear I haven't voiced yet. Go before me into the places where my control cannot reach. Walk into the meeting room first. Sit in the waiting room first. Stand in the hallway before I do. Enter the silence I'm afraid of. Soften the heart I might speak to. Still the waves I can't yet see. Because I don't need to be the first to arrive. I just need to be in step with you. I need your peace more than I need answers. I need your pace more than I need progress. I need your hand more than I need control. So, Lord, lead me. Lead my thoughts when they drift into fear. Lead my heart when it tries to take over. Lead my tone when words start to form. Lead my energy when I feel rushed or reactive. I surrender my strategies. I surrender my assumptions. I surrender the version of today I had imagined. And I choose to walk in the day you already designed. Even if it doesn't look like what I planned, even if it stretches my faith, even if it quiets my pride. I trust you know better. And when I feel weak, when I forget, when I start grasping for control again, please stop me gently. Whisper again, "Let me go first." You've never failed me before. You've never sent me where you didn't go first. You've never called me to carry something without placing grace beneath it. So today, I won't run. I won't rush. I won't pretend I've got it all. I will walk, steady, open, listening, light, because you are ahead, and you are enough. Thank you for making a way. Thank you for being near. Thank you for being the first one in and the last one to leave. So I rise with peace. I move with faith. And I breathe knowing I am not leading, I am being led. In Jesus' name, amen. As you take your next step into the day, remember this. You don't need to lead with certainty. You don't need to walk in with power. You don't need to show up ready for everything. You just need to trust that you're not the first one to walk into this moment. God already went ahead of you. He already touched what you'll touch. He already prepared the space you'll stand in. He already surrounded the conversation, smoothed the edge of the unknown, cleared the chaos you haven't even seen yet. You don't have to prepare for every outcome. You don't have to solve every problem before it arrives. You don't have to be 5 steps ahead of your own life, because the one who holds all time is already standing in your next. And when you feel the urge to rush, to figure it out, to tighten your grip on control, pause, breathe, and remember, you don't need to be the guide when you walk with the guide. He's not behind you. He's not following your decisions. He's not watching from a distance. He's ahead. He's leading, and he's inviting you to follow without fear. So what if today isn't about having everything go your way, but about walking in peace, no matter what comes? What if today isn't about crossing the finish line fast, but about walking every step with faith? What if your strength isn't in your strategy, but in your surrender? God isn't asking you to be perfect. He's just asking you to stay close, to listen for his whisper, to slow your pace, to trust that if he's already ahead, you don't need to panic when you can't see what's next. Let him lead, and let peace rise. Let him go first, and let your hands release what was never yours to hold. Let him speak first, and let your heart find stillness before the noise returns. You don't need to carry the day. You just need to carry the awareness that God is already in it. Already in the hallway, already in the inbox, already in the hospital room, already in the conversation, already in the quiet, already in the waiting. So as you go gently, not because you're weak, but because you're covered. Go slowly, not because you're unprepared, but because you're not alone. Go faithfully, not because the path is easy, but because the one who walks before you is faithful. And when your heart forgets, as it sometimes will, come back to this. You don't have to go first. God already has.